All right. Hey, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. We're here. It's Monday. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, darling. I'm just getting a little protein down before we do this. What's new? How are ya? I'm pretty excited. I'm actually trying out a new lighting situation today. I installed some track lights in the studio just because I wanted to create just some more like downward light and to really fill the space behind me. So today's kind of our first test with that light. I just kind of picked up some cheaper bulbs today because I'm thinking about doing some smart lights. But I just wanted to kind of test the power. So hopefully you guys can let me know after class how it looks. Oh, thank you, Holly. I'm like just about to cycle, so my hormones are like, I'm pulsing. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Violet. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. I think it looks so much brighter. I'll show you guys real quick before we get started because I want to chat with you guys also. But, and again, these, like, I want to get some smart lights because I want to be able to like dim them a little bit. But, you know, when you're in gyms professionally, you know what the really good gyms have. They have really stark down lighting. So I was like, I want to create just, you know, a little more intensity. I think these are a little too bright. So we're going to play with them a little bit with time. But I think it looks pretty good. Let me know what you guys think. Again, just getting my protein down before we get going. Let's talk about this week really quick, just because I know not everybody is able to stay to the very end, but we're gonna have a little bit of a modified schedule this week because Thursday is my birthday. Happy Aries season, by the way. How's that Aries new moon eclipse treating you? Because I have been waking up at like 3 a.m. every week. So I feel a little crazy. So this week we'll have a shorter schedule. We'll have our typical, you know, obviously we're here right now, flow class, 10 a.m. Wednesday we'll be doing our beginners class, or not our beginners class. Wow, what do I even teach? Our reset class. So that's like our myofascial release and stretch class that we do. It's 30 minutes every Wednesday. It's an exclusive class for my Patreon. So if you're not on my Patreon, hop in, join us, come with me on this journey. And then I'll be taking off the rest of the week to celebrate. My lovely husband, he has something sneaky planned. He just told me, hey, pack a little bag this week, grab a little this, a little that. And I'm like, okay, this sounds fucking awesome. And then after that, we're gonna do a little refresh of the schedule. This class won't change. I'm planning on keeping the Wednesday class because people seem to really like that one. it's kind of like a Thursday, Friday thing. We're going to be switching up a bit. So I'm thinking about alternating between a bar and a yoga Pilates style class, because I've taught a couple of yoga and Pilates fusion classes. I've gotten really good feedback from those. So I'm planning on making that a semi-regular fixture. Just because I think Pilates is so awesome and so good. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. So let me know what you guys think about that. Having a new regular yoga Pilates fusion class in the mix. I don't know. I think it sounds awesome. Oh, thank you, Yasna. Thank you so much. You guys are so awesome. Let's see. If I'm being honest, I haven't given today's class too much thought, because I'm just like, I always kind of go based on what I'm feeling. Again, like I mentioned, I'm pretty hormonal today. That doesn't mean I don't want to do nothing though. So let's kind of trust ourselves, see where we end up, do a little bit of everything. Last week our focus was back bends and stuff. So maybe today we counter that and we get into some really deep folding, some compression work maybe. I don't know. Is there anything in particular you guys want to work on? Let me know. I'll give ourselves a couple moments here to get into it. Yes. I know, I think the yoga Pilates will just be awesome. It's so fun, it's so good. Yeah, if I'm thinking about like folds and stuff, I'm thinking about like straddles, fallen triangles, standing and some standing and balancing stuff. Oh, thank you, Adrian. Hi, darling. We're just talking about what we're gonna do today while I finish this protein situation I have brewing. I wasn't feeling quite ready for a full breakfast, so I was like, all right, here we go. That's it. A little protein, a little creatine. That's all a girl needs. What a girl wants. Also, my voice is all the way back, so let's all celebrate that, shall we? Yay, I can talk again. All right. Are you guys ready? You ready to do the thing? Now that we're all here. Okay. Let's boogie. You can listen to whatever you want to. I'm just on my Spotify day list because I love it. It hasn't led me astray yet. All right. So we'll use a couple of blocks for today, so have those handy. If you need them for the standing balancing work, straps are great. And also one thing about straps, I do have a fabric strap, which is nice if you need like just a more supportive hold. But I also have these more rubber band things. I don't think we're gonna necessarily use this today, but again, this is just really nice stuff to have in case you're just really feeling tight in your hamstrings, okay? Let's get started standing. I feel like standing today. All right. So we'll just find like a first comfortable grounded foot position. Maybe you take a moment to pick up your toes, spread them out, feel your weight shift a little bit front and backwards. Pick up the shoulders, Drop them down your back a couple times and just invite yourself into this physical practice. Turn off the outside world, turn off your to-do list. You can roll through your head and neck a bit. Oh wow, my neck. All right. Now we'll lift our chin up towards the ceiling, activate through your arms, spiral them externally. And then with your exhale, let's go chin to chest, rotate the palms to face back, and let's slow roll ourselves all the way down. Good, reverse that, roll back up. Rotate the palms to the front, lift up your chin. And again, exhale, rotate the palms to face back, roll down. We're gonna do this one more time. Speaking of Pilates, love some roll-ups. Good, now the next time we're all the way down, let's hang out here. Release your head, release your neck, hang nice and heavy. And maybe you sway a little side to side here, stretching out the low back, stretching out the hamstrings. It's very normal to feel it more in one of those areas than the other. Now let's roll up into a halfway lift, and I do mean roll, so really articulate yourself out. Good, reach your arms for the floor, and then take your hands onto the ground. Bend into your left knee, reach the right arm up towards the ceiling, get into a twist. Good, let's switch. Bring the right hand down, bend into the right knee, reach your left arm up. You can use a block underneath yourself for this one. All right, return the left hand back down to the floor. Again, let's roll ourselves up into our halfway lift. Maybe on this one, you reach your arms back behind you, so you give your upper back a little activation session. Let's actually hold here. Let's pulse our arms up. I noticed that this is a pretty sleepy spot of my back, so I like to give it a little extra love and TLC this morning. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands come back down to the floor. Let's go back into that twist. So bend into the left knee, reach your right arm up. Let's add on a little outer ankle stretch. Roll to the pinky toe side edge of your right foot. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, let's do the other side. Flatten the foot again. Right hand to the floor or the block. Reach your left arm up. I'm scared. This is always the side that hurts a lot. Roll to the pinky toe side edge. Yep, it hurts. It's uncomfortable. Okay, let's return left hand back down towards the floor. We'll again roll up into our halfway lift. And then let's bend into the knees. Plant the hands, step back into a high plank position. Good. Take a couple of shifts forwards and backwards. Activate your calf muscles. And then with your exhale, let's send it up and back into downward facing dog. Now, as quick as we got here, let's take this into some more dynamic movement. High plank to downward facing dog rolls. Articulatory, please. So really feel like you're creating cohesive and flowing movement, like you're not stopping at any point. There's just constantly a part of your body in motion. Good. When you have finished your fifth and final one, let's stay in that downward facing dog for one more breath here, and exhale out. With your inhale, lift up the heels. Exhale, bend your knees, see the front. Inhale, step, hop, travel to the front. Let's go traditional halfway lift, breath in. And with your exhale, fold forwards. Now rise up to standing, big breath in. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Really feel the engagement through the hips, lengthen out through the tailbone. Inhale, reach the arms back up. Let's give it a little bit of back bend as well. And then exhale, straight back down to forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank position. Glide forward, and let's lower all the way down to our tummies. All right. Speaking of a little bit of back work, let's do that for our lower body as well, okay? So we're gonna hang out like we're in a hide and go seek position. So forearms are kind of in front of you here, okay? You can also totally relax the forehead onto the arms, okay? Now we're gonna take 8 of these lower leg pulses on each side. So elevate your right leg, and then let's pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up on 1, hold that squeeze, and then relax. Not too bad. Let's do the other side. Lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold on 1, squeeze. And relax. Waggle your hips a little side to side. We're gonna go 1 more layer, okay? Now tuck your toes for this one, so feel like really nice and active, right? Also feel your tailbone kind of tuck underneath you a little bit, okay? So you're trying to not take your frontal hip bones and smash them to the floor. All right, now let's lift up our right leg again and bend your right knee 90 degrees. Let's again go for 8 lifts. 8, 7. I know you really have to battle resisting the urge to totally let the pelvis spill forwards. 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend the leg out, bring it back into a bend, and then really curl it into the butt. Extend and really curl it in. Good. 3 more. 2. Last one. And then return the right toes to the floor. Ooh, all right. Side 2. Lift, bend. Great. 8 little pulses. Try to recruit the inner thigh, the inside of the glute. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend the leg out, and then pull it in towards your seat. Out, and in. Out, and in. Last 2. And 1. Extend it out, and then release it down. Untuck the toes, relax the hips completely. Let's get into our upper back a bit. Hands come by your side, lengthen out the back of the neck. Peel up your head, peel up your heart, and come up to about midway. Good, you can always widen out your feet if you need. And then release back down. Walk back the hands a bit. Let's again go up. Come up as high as you can, but without straightening the arms. So keep a little bend into the elbows. 3, 2, this is hard. And 1, bring it back down. Now we're gonna come up into our upward facing dog. So press the arms all the way straight, lift the thighs and shins, and exhale, take it all the way back into downward facing dog. Really nice, guys. Let's flow it out now. Lift up the heels, bend the knees, see the front. Step, travel to the front. Good, halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Rise all the way up to standing. And with your exhale, bring hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up, take a little bit of a back bend. And with your exhale, forward fold. Now really curl into this fold, think chin to chest. Look up at your navel. Halfway lift once more. And exhale, let's go through our chaturanga, high to mid plank. Good, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. One more time. Since it's my third one, I'm gonna go for a hop to the front. Halfway. Exhale, fold. Rise up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up, look up, and exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. And exhale, plant your hands, chaturanga. Maybe you try hopping back. Upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. All right, let's step both of our feet to the front, wide. We're gonna go into our malasana. Now, because it's our first malasana, we haven't done a ton of hip opening yet. I want this to be a very loose interpretation of malasana for you. So maybe you sway a little side to side, let your heels come up, push your hips out a bit. I'm really sore because I went to Pilates for the first time last Friday in, I can safely say, about 3 months. So, holy shit. Reformer absolutely wrecked me. I'm still feeling it, and I went on Friday. All right, babies. From here, we'll kind of try to come into our more traditional malasana. So try to get your heels to the floor. Really not a big deal if they're not, but do try to create a long spine. All right, take a breath in. And with your exhale, let's bring ourselves up. Ooh. We'll step our feet together and let's get into a chair position. Bend into the knees, reach the arms upper hand corner. Nice, sweep the arms back. Good, try to get them above your seat. Nice, let's again reach the arms up. And with your exhale, again sweep them back. Maybe this time you lift up your heels. Good, one more time. Inhale, reach up. And with your exhale again, sweep back, try to lift up the heels. Nice, come back into chair, just lower the right heel and elevate your left leg. Fantastic, step back and let's get set up into our Virabhadrasana 1. So left toes are turned out, okay? Our chest is square to the front as opposed to Warrior 2 where we're opened up out to the side. Arms are gonna come up towards the ceiling. Now try to get the hips underneath you. Remember that pelvic tilt, that's what we want. Breath in. Exhale, take your hands behind you. Now we're gonna go for a chest expansion grip. You can just fist bump yourself. We'll lift up our head, lift up our heart, and exhale, go for your humble right shoulder towards the right thigh. You can look down at the space right to the inside of the foot, or take your gaze straight back behind you. Now resist the urge to swing the hips out to the side. Nice. All right, bring yourself all the way back up, Warrior 1 position. And with your exhale, let's bring our left hand down to the floor. Come up onto the toes of your back foot, and let's go into a low lunge twist. Good, lower the left knee down to the floor, untuck the toes, and reach up into your Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands to the floor, come into your half split. Now let's go back and forth. Hands to the floor or on some blocks. Good, the next time you're in your half split, let's turn it into a half split twist. Flex front foot, right arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Nice. Bring both of your hands down to the floor. And I'm gonna challenge you guys a little bit. We're gonna see if we can activate our quads and do some compression work here today, okay? So I'm doing this without blocks, but blocks can make it easier, yeah? Because the further forwards you are, the harder it is to find the compression to lift the leg, okay? So again, you can be all the way walked back, right? Let's go for 8 of these leg lifts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rebend into your front knee. Let's bring it back up into that low lunge twist position, but this time step back, take yourself into a side plank. Try to rotate the left arm into external rotation. Take the tailbone underneath you, really feel your stack. Hold for 3. Good, last 2, and 1. Both hands to the floor. Let's go chaturanga. Upward facing. And with your exhale, downward facing dog. Great, let's go back into our malasana at the front. Let's push ourselves all the way up to stand. Chair shape. Exhale, sweep the arms back. Again, inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, sweep them back. Try lifting up the heels. Inhale, back up into chair. And with your exhale, sweep them back. Now try to keep the heels up. Reach the arms up. And just lower the left heel so that you're elevating your right leg in front of you. Half chair position. Nice. Step back. Let's get set up into our warrior 1, side 2. Pressing the outside edge of your right foot into the floor. Really trusting the length into the pelvis here. Breath in. Exhale, take your hands behind you and release. You can fist bump, lift up through the chest. Exhale, humble warrior. Take the shoulder to the thigh. And again, either look down at the foot or try to look through the leg. Amazing. Let's release. Take it back up into your warrior 1. And with your exhale, low lunge. All right, low lunge twist. Left arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Okay, take your right knee down. Sweep yourself up on Janayasana. Exhale, take it into your half split. And then let's floss this out a couple times. Okay. The next time we have our left leg long, let's get into our quad lifts. Again, you can utilize blocks to bring yourself up a little higher, but just know that this is a difficult exercise no matter which way you slice it, okay? So don't be mean to yourself, guys. Let me be mean to you. That's enough. Okay, let's go. 8 times. Lots of abs. You're very curled up here. And know that this ability is not something we normally do in our lives. It can be very humbling, but the more often you do it, the easier it gets. Last 2. I know that's kind of a no-brainer, but okay. Bend into your front knee. Let's take it back into our low lunge twist. And then side plank position. Hold 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it through. High to mid plank. Now, if you want to keep working, you can stay in your down dog. If you need a little rest, knees down, child's pose position. And if you need water, you know, just take a kneel. Just take a kneel and drink water. Okay. I'm going to contain my hair a little more because we're about to get a little more athletic in here. All right, this is where potentially, if balance is a challenging thing for you, you may want a little strap at the front, okay? All right. You guys ready? I think I am. Let's meet in downward facing dog. Now with your inhale, let's roll forward, high plank position. With your exhale, send it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward, high plank, knee to your chest. Good. Send it up and back, three-legged dog. Tap right knee to right tricep, roll forward. Lift it back up. Tap left knee, right tricep, or tap right knee, left tricep. And then lift it back up. Now on this next one, we're gonna sweep right knee to left tricep over to the right in one smooth motion and then back up. Let's reverse that. Right knee, right tricep, left tricep, and back up. Now let's go knee to nose, step through low lunge position. Inhale, warrior one, bring it up. With your exhale, take your hands behind you. Tailbone lengthens. Lift up your chest. Exhale, humble warrior. Take it down. With your inhale, let's find ourselves back in our warrior one. And with your exhale, let's step forward into our chair fly. Inhale, rise up, single-legged mountain. Grab for your left big toe. Let's get into our Padangusthasana shapes. This is where, again, potentially strap is your buddy. Extend your left leg, any amount. Stay for a breath here. And then let's open it up out to the side. Good, you can look away from your leg. You can look towards your leg. Nice, let's take it all back to center. See if you can scoop underneath your left calf and compress the body towards the leg. Hold that for 3. Last 2. And 1. Lengthen out through the spine. Sweep the arms back. Find yourself in your airplane style warrior 3. And then step it back, open it up, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Good, inhale, full extended. Take that arm up and overhead. And with your exhale, take it back, warrior 2. My thighs do not want to. Inhale, reverse triangle, lengthen through the right leg. Exhale, let's sweep all the way down into a wide-legged fold. Turn your feet to the long edge of your mat, potentially even turning the feet in a little bit. That way you're really focusing on extending the sit bones up towards the ceiling and really compressing. All right, let's lift up, almost like we're in a halfway lift here. We're gonna turn and pivot back to the front of our mat over our right foot. Make your way into your low lunge twist again. Step back, side plank shape. Now drag the right big toe up the inseam of your pant leg and either hold right here or drop it back behind you. Rotate, push up towards the ceiling. Nice. Sweep it all the way around. Let's go right knee to left tricep again. Extend the leg out. Push the hips up towards the ceiling. Fallen triangle. Great. Now pull yourself back underneath you. Lower your hips towards the floor so that you land into a straddle position. Point through the feet, so just step on the gas with your big toe ball mounts. Reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Nice, hinge forward any amount. Try to get to that point right where you start to freak out and be like, oh my God, I don't think I can hold myself right here. And then hold yourself there. Good, 3. Last 2. And 1. Bring it all the way back up. We're gonna try to reverse all that. Take your hands all the way back to the floor. Good, rotate, push, 3-legged dog. Lift the right leg towards the ceiling. And then let's go Ekapada Chaturanga, high to mid plank. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Really nice, everybody. Let's again roll forward, high plank position. And exhale, back, down dog. Inhale, back forward, left knee to chest. And then send it back, 3-legged dog. Good, tap left knee to left tricep. And bring it back up. Left knee, right tricep. And bring it back up. We're really close. Left knee to left tricep, take a big sweep. And back up. Reverse that. And back up. Knee to nose, step through, low lunge, warrior 1. Exhale, take your hands behind you, interlace the fingers. Let's go humble warrior. Inhale, bring it back up, warrior 1. With your exhale, chair fly. Inhale, bring it up, single-legged mountain. Good, hand to big toe pose. All right, Padangusthasana B, take it out to the side. Focus. All right, bring it back to center. See if you can underhand scoop the leg, compress forwards. Almost had it. Nice. Bring yourself up, sweep back into your warrior 3 airplane style position. And then step back and into warrior 2. Inhale, find your reverse. Exhale, side angle. See if you can take it into your full extended. Really take the hips to the floor on this one, guys. All right, let's take it back to warrior 2. Exhale, breath. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, sweep all the way down. Wide-legged fold. Good, I was kind of doing this on my own in the last round, but just for some extra compression, reaching through the legs. All right, let's work our way back to the front. Low lunge twist. Step back side plank. See if you can drag the big toe up the inseam and then drop it behind you. Find your flip. Nice, bring it around. Left knee, right tricep, kick it out to the side. Fallen triangle. Great, bring the hips underneath you. Again, lower to the floor. Give yourself that nice point action on this side. This time we are gonna go all the way down into that straddle. We're ready for it. Start to reach forward. Your straddle, your pancake, as far as you can go. All right, let's bring ourselves all the way back up from here. Again, we're gonna reverse the process. So rotate back to the front, three-legged dog, and then move yourself through your Ekapada Chaturanga. Upward facing, and exhale, downward facing. Now, if you need a rest, because you just know you worked that really hard, take it, take the knees down. If you want to do a little more work, take yourself into dolphin position and see how close your feet can get to your elbows. We'll hold this for about 20 seconds. I've got my eyes on a really big clock. We're about 10 seconds in. And relax. Wow. Okay, listen, we're on to our last piece here. Okay. We'll get into our final little aspects of compression work. And if you have it, I know not everybody will have this stuff, but if you do have 3 blocks, just for this one drill, then grab them. I'm gonna grab my 3rd block. I'm feeling inspired right now. I'm just gonna stick it somewhere. Look at all these cork blocks, guys. I'm block rich right now. Okay. Final things, final looks. It'll be great. So let's make our way into our downward facing dog, shall we? Okay. One more inhale breath. And one more exhale out. Good, again, roll forward, high plank position. And exhale back. Roll forward, high plank, right knee comes in towards your chest. And then send it up and back, 3-legged dog. Again, knee just towards that chest. Step through into your low lunge. Shorten your stance. Let's get into pyramid position. I think of this as feeling and looking really similar to Warrior One, especially with the foot positioning. So I've got a little turnout on my left foot behind me, okay? Now, everything is nice and square to the front, okay? Even check in with your hips a little bit here. I like to just take my right side thumb, place it into my hip crease, try to really send that hip back. All right, now from here, nice flat spine to start. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, let's melt down towards your right leg. Good, let's lengthen out through our spinal column and let's add in a twist. You can do this with your left hand on that left side block, or make matters worse, place the hand on the block that your right hand is on. Reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Stay for 3. Good, last 2. And 1. Bring both of your hands back down to the blocks. And I want to give you guys a couple of options here to make our way up to our last single-legged mountain, okay? Either you push forward, you have the blocks, you rise all the way up to standing. Easy peasy, yeah? Second level, modified pistol squat. Extend the leg forward and then push up from there. Yeah? Third and final level, move the blocks out of your way. Come to the bottom of a pistol. And then push your way all the way up. Yeah? So pick your poison. We're gonna meet in this one last hand to big toe pose. Great. Open it out to the side. Nice. Bring it back towards center. Let's just sweep back straight into our warrior 3, airplane style. Step back, warrior 2. Inhale, find your reverse triangle. Straighten through your front leg. Reach the right arm all the way up and back. Good. With your exhale, take it all the way back to the front. Whew. Find your twist. Step back, side plank, last time on this side. And then let's give you guys again another option here. Dragging the toe up, finding the toe. Good. For friends that want to work a little split, bring this leg with you. Balance. Drop the heel towards the front. Work into a split. All right, let's take ourselves out of here. 3-legged dog. And then you can go again through your high to mid plank. Let's do our last side. Roll forward, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Forward, left knee to nose. 3-legged dog. Knee back to nose, step through. Pyramid sit up. Do all the same check-ins we did last time. Hips. Spine nice and flat. Hinge forward. Dive deep. Good, bring yourself up. Let's work into our twist. Keep your back heel on the floor. right, return your hands down to the block. Pick those same variations you did to get up into single-legged mountain. Good, hand to big toe pose. Open up. Padangusthasana B. All right, back to center. Fly through your warrior 3. Step back, warrior 2. Inhale, find your reverse triangle. Exhale, take it all the way back to the front. Vashi side plank, last one. Options. Good, maybe this leg comes with you. Into your split. Oh. All right. Let's walk ourselves up from here. One more 3-legged dog. And our last chaturanga. Upward facing. And exhale, downward facing. Okay. Let's get into our last moves for today, shall we? I kind of want to do them both, but I also want to give you guys the option to do one versus the other, okay? Both will require blocks. The harder drill will ask you to use 3, okay? So one of our last shapes we're going to go for today, it's like your pyramid, except it's going to turn into a very compressive, funky shape, okay? So I'm gonna have both of my blocks. We'll just come up, we'll just get into it. Now I'm gonna show you the version without some blocks, just so that you kind of know what's happening, okay? So again, we're in our pyramid position, all right? Now I want you to lift up your back heel, bend into your left knee, and just kind of lean back, all right? Now the hands are going to change position, facing back. So I have external rotation, and I'm really trying to keep my chest and my torso tight to the leg. Now I'm going to push into my fingertips and start to lift my back foot. Yeah? If again, the flexibility is an issue, you can take your blocks, and I'm going to spin them around. So I'm still in that external rotation. Now what I really want you to be mindful of is that you're not just stacked hip over ankle. Ensure that your hips are behind your ankle. It's a tough one. Good, you guys. All right, give that a break. Let's try the compression exercise. You can also do this without standing up on a block, but it helps. All right, so I'm gonna get my feet up onto a flat block. I'm gonna get my other blocks pretty low here, okay? Now I'm gonna come up onto my tippy toes. I'm gonna extend my right foot and try to tap my toe in front of the blocks and back up. Tap and back up. If you need higher blocks, make higher blocks, okay? Good, let's do 2 more. Oh. All right, since we're set up, let's just do the other side, then we'll do our funky pyramid side too. While we're here, all right, left leg nice and long. Again, my block foot, that leg is bending. Last 2. Last 1. All right. Let's get ready for our funky ass pyramid side 2. So left foot forward, right heel lifts and bends. Feel that sense of compression. Get your arms right. Oh, that's a tough one. Again, I'm going to work with the blocks for a moment. Oh. All right, guys. Woo. Have a seat. Oh my God. That was hard. Let's take a moment, stretch out your wrists, arms by your side. Press the tops of the hands onto the mat. Externally rotate the arms. Let's also give our quads a little stretch because compression is so hip flexor and quad oriented. We'll lean off to right side. We'll get into our half heroes. So I'm gonna place the top of my shin and foot on the floor. I also like to move my calf out of my way. Now you can just lean off to one side if that helps you. You can also lean straight back. All right, let's bring ourselves back up. Take your left foot forward. Do the same thing, other side. Half hero. All right, let's bring ourselves back up. We'll extend our feet forward and we'll roll down onto our backs. Give yourself a little hug of appreciation for a moment. And then open up, happy baby. This is going to be our last shape today. taking this as our moment of mindfulness, of meditation. All right, guys, we'll gather everything back into center. Awesome work. I hope you have such an amazing rest of your Monday. An amazing rest of your week if I don't see you Wednesday. And next Monday we will be off because I will still be traveling for my birthday trip. So I'll see you guys actually on, it'll be April 8th, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see if that's right. Yeah, no, April 7th. Yeah, so April 7th will be our next class. Or no, April 7th will be off. April 14th will be our next class. Wow, that was so hard for me. Great job, guys. Hope you have an awesome rest of your week. Who knew my 3 blocks would be just what we needed today? Oh my God, I love that. Yes. Yay, 3 blocks. Wonderful job, everybody. Again, kind of rolling over here in the corner. Just a couple of special events we have going on. If you're local to the LA area, I do have my inversion series that's happening all year. The next one will be May 17th. So it'll be tucks and inversions. Very similar work to what we were just doing right now. Compression, baby. Also, I still have more space on my retreat. It's still very early. It's 4 months away, but I just bought my plane tickets. So if it's something you're considering, now's a really good time to lock it in. I still have one more early bird, one last one. So talk to me if you want to join me in Costa Rica, myself and my body worker. I'm so excited to teach this retreat. I don't plan on doing a lot of retreats. So if you are interested, definitely awesome to try to get in on this one because life is busy, things are crazy, and I don't teach retreats a lot, as you know. It's been like years since I've done one, but very excited for this one. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Stephanie. You too. So glad you're feeling better too, Sarah. I know how tough it is to take the time off and come back, but sometimes it's nice to just jumpstart back into your into your feeling better times. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'm going to be 36. It's kind of wild. I don't know, guys. I think the 30s have been awesome. I prefer my 30s to my 20s for sure. Especially astrologically. Your girl was in the trenches the last couple of years. So I'm very excited that we're moving into these new cycles. I'm so ready to move through. All right, my darlings, as always, take good care of yourselves. Really important to hydrate after a class like that. So be sure to get in your hydration and yeah, give yourself some good food. I'm very excited to eat some breakfast after this. You guys are great. All right, I'll see you next time. Love you all so much. Have a beautiful rest of your week. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time.